Hello and welcome to the Boomtown Hoops Top Shot Show, where we are celebrating a monumentous achievement for what is honestly our greatest player of all time, Russell Westbrook. Just hit 182 triple-doubles, setting the NBA record that was once thought to be untouchable. So we're here to talk about some Russell Westbrook memories. We want to hear all of y'all's favorite memories in the chat, and then we're going to open some packs to celebrate the occasion. With me today, got Jameson, got Cody. And Jameson, are you surprised to see Russell hit this mark? And how cool is it to see him finally, get across that line and, become the undisputed triple-double king?
Yeah, I'm not surprised because, you saw the writing on the wall at the beginning of the season, the pace that he's going at. But in Houston, those were some dark times where we didn't think that he was going to go triple-double, like he's going to do what he wants, like he was in OKC. We thought that maybe he'd be a completely different person, a completely different player. And but we still weren't sure that he was going to adapt to another star's play style. But we thought that the triple-double at that time was, a rarity and won't be an every night kind of thing. So not surprised, saw it coming, but in Houston definitely was questioning it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely in the more recent days, it was just more of a formality. He was going to get it this year, and that momentum he's had in Washington has been just remarkable. But it's crazy. If you told me that would be the case, in December, I'd say you're nuts. But hey, it's not a good idea to bet against Russell Westbrook. Cody, you've been a big Brodie guy from the get-go for sure. Been rocking the Russell Westbrook jersey in the back usually. How pumped are you to see Russ get the record?
Yeah, it's awesome. I remember being in the arena for the game where he broke Oscar Robertson's single season record. I think they came back, gave him an award. The game after that Denver 3-pointer to send the Nuggets home. And that was just a great time for the city and for the fan base. Obviously with Durant leaving, it was a crazy year. And it was cool to see Russ kind of carry the team. Would have been nice to have a point guard that wasn't named Samaje Christian as your backup, but that's a discussion for another day. But yeah, man, it's awesome to see Russ go out there. And if kind of like everyone says these patent stats, but if it was so easy, everyone would do it. And obviously, it's not when there's only been a handful of guys that have even been able to go over 100. So. Yeah, awesome to see him do that. And like you guys were saying, it was real dark in Houston for a little bit. So thankful he was able to get out of there and then kind of have a team all to himself again. That's where he thrives for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been very nice to not have to deal with Houston anymore, for one. But it's way easier to root for Bradley Beal and Ross out there. That's a fun team. But more importantly, it's just happy. It's just good to see him be happy again. He's having more fun on the court, goofing around, and just truly looks like he's in a place in his career that he's really, really thrilled to be in. So before we get to these the packs, I want to ask, what's your favorite Russell Westbrook memory? Jameson, I'll let you go first. I know you have tons of them.
It's probably the flip shot in the 2012 Lakers series. Just the amount of excitement and the sinking in at that flip whenever that happened was just. I just remember it was an out-of-body experience. It was so cool, and it was by far one of the coolest shots I've ever seen.
Just a wild shot. I've probably never seen a shot like it. It was so improbable. One hand underhanded while being fouled and one. Just an incredible moment.
And I think that part of the reason it was so cool and why it sticks out to me, it's because of how much he reacts to those kind of plays. He's really big about pumping up the crowd after big plays or in the pregame. But after that, the amount of sheer emotion because of just like the realization of that series was just legitimately amazing. There's 39 seconds left in the Wizards game and they're down by 3. I mean,
oh my God, he's gonna do it. He's gonna. Oh my! Get Brian Davis in the booth right now. We need Brian Davis to drop the perfect ending to a historic day here. I'm not trying to jinx it, but Um,
Honestly. Yeah, I think I'm sorry I brought it up.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No. I'm glad you brought it up. I didn't realize that was the case. Cody, your thoughts or your favorite Russell Westbrook memory?
Yeah, man. There's honestly just there's a whole lot. Obviously, that flip shot you guys were talking about is definitely top 5 for me. I loved him chirping at KD whenever KD first came back. Just relentless going at him. I thought that was awesome. I also liked him rocking the air guitar at Lance Stevenson when Paul George was here. But a little, probably the favorite play I've ever seen in person was a dunk that he had against the Bucks. That game that Giannis stepped out of bounds and they didn't call that. He took off from like the free throw line and just straight up murdered. I can't remember who it was, but murdered whoever that was, and it was so loud in the arena. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's man, his dunks were just so ferocious, and it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick a favorite. The one where he threw Durant threw it up to him, caught it on one hand, threw it down over the Kings. That alley oop was just insane. We got a couple comments in here. Sean over here slapping Ray's hand is what I knew we were going to win the finals until Benedict no-showed.
Everyone remembers the really traumatic things in life. That's what's happening right there, Sean. You just can't remember all the positives because you're scarred too much.
I'm just saying it was a cool. That was a cool moment. That game 4 against Golden State, going up 3-1, and I mean Westbrook was really good in the earlier parts of that series. I believe he had 34 that game. He hit that 3 and then immediately turns around. Just such a great shot. Kasim over here, Denver 2017, the incredible Russell Westbrook, triple-double record there. Never forget Kyle Singler touched the ball on that play. He is a moment in history. Got some congratulations for Russ over here as well. And then watching his game winner against Golden State, that 4-point play.
Yeah.
Not the 4-point play.
It was the out of bounds where they threw it back in and he had that 3-pointer in the left corner, right?
Yeah, that was a good game. I was there for that one too.
Yeah, they passed it in to Tabo, and Tabo passed it to him instead of Durant. Durant was sitting over here like waving his hands around, like, what are you doing? And just fades out of bounds. It was incredible. And really, people forget those early days of those Golden State games were incredible. But y'all keep sharing those moments. We want to see them. But let's get to some Top Shot here. Let's see what we got. So, Cody, you and I both got the rare throwdowns pack. You also have a pack as well. Hey, sorry, Jameson, man. There's no need. There's no room to be salty here. But
yeah, there is. Okay, carry on.
Jameson, express your salt then. I want to hear your salt.
The Teo Maladon 350 was in this pack, and I was really hoping to pull it, and I'm really heartbroken. So I still haven't gotten a rare yet, too. So I've been in here since January, and I've not pulled anything other than a common. So, oh well, one day. Playoffs, next one.
Yeah, the playoffs are going to be fun. And
Russell Westbrook just missed a last-second shot for the win. I'm sorry, guys. They lost by 1.
Uh-oh. It was not a perfect at the end. It was not a perfect ending to a historic day. Oh no. Tough. But final stat line for Russell, 28 points, 21 assists, 13 rebounds. Cody, you thinking you're going to get some good vibes on this rare pack? Is this your first rare?
Yeah, it's my first rare one. Not anticipating a good pack. So it's been pretty bad the past, honestly, 3 or 4 packs. So maybe due for one. Probably, I'm just going to say I'm not going to get anything good. That way maybe it reverse psychologies it.
Yeah, low expectations.
We only manifest at this. We only manifest. We keep positive vibes here.
I gotcha. Okay, I'm not going to try to manifest because that's going to go wrong for me. So let's rip open mine, see what we got here. I don't know. Or do we have any Thunder players in this one?
Darius Baisley.
Oh, they love Darius Baisley over in Top Shot.
I have no idea why.
Is that a Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell. It's a Donovan Mitchell block.
Join the club. Don't pull that one. Don't do that one. That's the rare.
Okay, we'll save that one for last. I hate how ESPN autoplays. I was checking the box score. It just started playing music in my ear. All right. Mason Jones,
Ooh,
rookie.
3-star rookie.
Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll take it. That's a pretty good common. All right, so we got assist, James Harden.
James Harden killing it so far.
That's a pretty good pack. Going in the middle. We got Gary
Gary
Trent
Trent
Jr.
first moment.
Let's go. This is a good pack. One more. Kings. Marvin Bagley. That's
Marvin
okay.
Bagley.
They can't all
I think
be
you got.
winners.
I think. Do you have one more at the bottom, or is this it? I think it might be 6. Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah, it's 6. So here is the big reveal. Let's see what I got.
Miami Heat.
Victor Oladipo. Oh no. Well, they can't all be winners.
That's still really good. You know, that Mason Jones is one of the worst 3-star rookies out there, if not the worst. But still, a 3-star rookie is still way better than any other common. Plus, you got a James Harden too. So that was solid.
The general pack was good, but the throwdown is quite possibly one of the worst throwdowns. But
it could have been much worse. It could have been. You could have gotten Chimezie Metu.
Is Chimezie Metu the worst one?
Up there. I would venture to say that. Edmund Sumner, Chimezie Metu.
Is there a Struce in this one?
You'll find a way.
Spruce finds a way. All right, that's my pack. So, Cody, you ready to open yours?
Let's do it. I think, yeah, let me share this screen.
Sean
All right.
Benedict still sucks, and everyone in OKC should still detest him. That's funny.
This pulled up?
Yeah. So
we got a base set and a throwdown. Let's open up this base set first.
There you go.
It.
Build some suspense.
Dude, prices have tanked in preparation for this pack, so hopefully they recover after this because everyone was liquidating. I'm thinking 7,000.
Luke Kennard.
Luke Kennard, first moment.
Hey,
the first
Okay.
moment for
Cool.
Flowin.
Ooh, a Euro from half cart.
I had no idea he was on the Clippers.
yeah, he's in that trade with Shamit.
Caleb. What is going on?
Caleb Martin. Oh
Hey,
boy.
at least it was a cool pass from Melo, right?
It's not even the first Caleb Martin. I got a Caleb Martin one time.
Yeah, you got
Could be worse.
2 Clippers? What is going on?
Ooh, and first moment, Batum.
Ooh. How's that Nicholas Batum's first moment?
Because he sucks.
Crazy.
That's a good pack. Getting
That's
2 first moments in a base is like the
Not
thing.
bad. Not bad at all.
That's a great pack. All right, now for the main event, the throwdowns.
Man, oh man. So we're hoping for, we saw DY get an Anthony Edwards in the Boomtown Discord. What are we also hoping for? A Ja Morant, a Zion's out there, a Russell Westbrook. How about if you get a Russell Westbrook throwdown right now? That'd be fitting.
That'd be pretty cool. All right. Let's see what we get.
Emmanuel
Quickly.
quickly.
Ooh, okay.
Not bad. Terrible serial number, but he's doing pretty well.
You know, plus you got that New York Knicks boost. Everyone loves quickly. Everyone loves the Knicks right now.
Rookie.
There we go. Just
2
keep the
rookies
momentum
as well.
going.
There you go.
Oh, good cereal. Oh, Bryn Forbes' first moment.
Not bad.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
2,000. Not bad.
Oh,
Ooh.
man. Ugh.
Woof.
Josh Jackson. Oh.
Hey.
Hey!
Let's click that one. I want to watch this dunk and tell everybody that they could have picked from so many of these cool Svi dunks, and then they picked this little measly
lame.
little rim grazer package one. He had so many good ones, and they chose this one for his first Thunder moment.
They've had the most confusing Thunder moments. They're all basically from, the first game of the season or just random games. It's really all Charlotte, and then the other ones outside of that aren't even that cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, boys.
One still needs
what do we think? What do we think's in here?
Xavier Tillman.
Show me the Brodie. Show me the Brodie.
Let's see it.
Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon dunk. Oh, this is his reverse dunk. This is actually a cool dunk.
Well, I mean, from the should-be two-time dunk champ, too. That's pretty good.
I think it could have been. I think that's a middle-of-the-ground one because people are going to value Aaron Gordon dunks, like a specialized dunk package, as more, people are going to want like that and like a Miles Bridges, what Nathan said. People are going to value those more as well just because they're dunkers. I'm 9,000 away from my rebound pack, so I will not be able to open it live.
That's okay. That is okay. Well, guys, thanks for opening up some packs. Nathan got Terrence Davis. Oof. A Max cereal. That's a bummer. So 3 games left in the season. We missed some of the games this weekend due to, let's be real. We didn't want to watch those games. They started Poku at shooting guard. So down the stretch, Thunder looking to lose as much as they can. What do we need to see out of these other teams? Because the Thunder obviously just got to lose. But Jameson, what are we looking for down the stretch as the tankathon continues?
Yeah, it's really, Minnesota, I mean, the way they're playing the game, I feel like we could throw them out at the tie. So really what we're looking at here is Cleveland, Orlando. And Cleveland's schedule is one of the toughest left out of all of these crap teams. But they do get to play Boston, which anything's possible versus Boston recently, especially with Jaylen Brown tearing his scapholunate ligament. I think it's going to end in a 3-way tie. I really do. I don't see it any other way. And there's one thing I'm kind of confused about, and I don't know if somebody in the chat can help me or if one of y'all can help me, is I remember in the past that they would do like a coin flip or a random draw. And we talked about this on a past episode. But then I've heard some people talking on certain podcasts that are talking about how they would divide the odds as in like how they are on Tankathon. Mm-hmm. Has the rule changed? Do we know? Or is it like it is?
They split the odds.
Dang.
Oh man.
I don't like that. I want more betting. I want like the put it all down on, okay, see the thing with splitting the odds makes it kind of awkward too. I feel like with those, splitting the 14%, because the jump from 4 to 5 when it comes down to pick odds. So if you go to pick odds on more, Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah, on the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
Like the jump is pretty significant.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So as you can see, like that, that we want that five pick. Look at that number 3 right there, 15% versus 6.8% at that 4 slot. So because getting top 5 pick is the name of the game here. So the ties is going to make things a little bit shakier. I really don't like it. I wish they could just break the tie somehow.
Yeah, I don't like being tied 4 ways at all, of course. Stressful. But at this point, hey, you should have lost to the Celtics, which is an unfortunate truth. But to be honest, like we were where we were like not even last month. We've been losing for so long. It feels like last month. Where we were in like, let's say early March, I didn't think we were going to get into this position. So you really got to commend them for really dipping this far. You just hope it breaks, and you hope Cleveland can somehow get a win. They almost got a win today, but alas, no dub. So let's take a look at what we got for Tankathon. Cody, your thoughts on the Thunder the past couple games, and how much have you been paying attention to everything in terms of hoping it all breaks right?
Man, I haven't been paying attention too much to the games. It's just been, it's terrible. It's like watching middle school basketball sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's you look at the bottom of the standings. And yeah, I think it's going to probably come down to a tie at some point. I know Minnesota, I think, don't they play Detroit? Detroit and Minnesota play at some point. So that'll take one of the, that'll take a win from one of those teams. But then, the other ones are probably going to lose out. You just hope that the Clippers have a little bit of something to play for. Maybe if they can win, they avoid the Lakers in the first round or something like that. So you just kind of hope everyone plays their guys, and hopefully the Thunder can get lucky in the lottery.
Yeah, we got Minnesota at Detroit tomorrow, as well as Minnesota Detroit's going to determine a lot there. That's for sure. Orlando, probably there's no wins for Orlando here. It does not look good for the Thunder to jump the Magic. They have some weak opponents. So let's just roll the Tankathon and see what we got here. So let's hope for better odds than the last time we've rolled here. And there it is. At least we got the first pick.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's all. We don't get the 5, it's if we don't get the 5, but if we get, number 3 or 4, I'm just okay with that. We don't have to get Houston's pick. It's going to suck seeing Houston pick early because some people would argue that we'd rather, Houston fall and so they can continue to be worse in the future by not having a young star in this top 5. That would you rather get the third? Let's just play this. Would you rather get the 4th pick for the Thunder and Houston gets their pick? Or would you rather the Thunder get the 7th pick and then Houston does not have their pick? But this is not – okay, this is a bad question because then we'd have the 5th. Crap. Okay. I'm trying to think of this. Okay, bad question. Just scrap it. Just throw it in the trash.
It'd have to be where they get Miami's pick.
Yeah, because it's so important for Houston to get Miami's pick for future picks that we have of theirs, because them continuing to be a bad, not having a cornerstone of the rebuild, because they have no really cornerstones of young guys. You can tell me that, Kenyon Martin Jr. and, Jayshawn Tate are average players, but they don't have a cornerstone. What I'm trying to get at is it is very crucial for them to fall out for future picks for us.
I mean, absolutely it is. Houston does have to be bad down the stretch, and they can't have a quick turnaround because, like you said, we own their picks in 2023, and we want them to be this bad in 2023. I don't know the status of that pick. Is it a swap?
We have 2 picks in a swap, and our next swap is lottery protected, I believe. So it's really not going to happen. But we have 2 first rounders that are both top 4 protected, I believe, as well. It's also been a long time since I've looked at Cody's list.
Yeah. Can we talk about how Rockets fans were saying Jayshawn Tate was better than Dort at a period of time?
Quit.
What? I don't know. Just looking at this lineup, it looks like the Isle of Misfit Toys for Houston. I don't understand what they're doing with some of this. DJ Augustine, Dante Exum, Kelly Olynyk. It's a mess. Houston is a mess, and
they could have had LeVert. Just let that be known.
They could have had LeVert. They
probably just wanted to bottom out though. Honestly, I mean, but what's going to suck for them is if they don't get their pick this year and they get through all this and they end up with pick 18 because their pick falls to 5.
It would be. I want that. I need that Schadenfreude in my life.
And
badly.
Someone needs to talk about how bad that Minnesota trade was with Golden State. I mean, that's
so tough. That is
ridiculous.
What are the Timberwolves doing, man? Seriously so bad. And on paper it looked good, but I mean, that's the thing is Karl Anthony Towns and why am I blanking on his name? So bad. Gosh.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell. They just can't stay on the court. And I got to say, D'Lo is a guy who was remarkable in Brooklyn for his couple of years there and just has fallen off the face of the earth in terms of quality. And that's really one of the more stark drops I've seen in a while. But man, it looked good at the time, I will say. So, well, 3 more games left. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about the Thunder and the Kings as they wrap up their West Coast trip. And we're almost at the finish line, folks. We'll have a lot of cool stuff for you come lottery and draft time. That's the real season for us, and to be totally honest. So, Jameson, any final thoughts before we head out?
Yeah, I'll say this. The throwdowns are on sale right now in the marketplace, and people are selling them for less than pack value. People are taking a negative on rare packs currently. I just saw DeAndre Ayton go up for 80. There's a good amount of moments that are getting thrown up there for 80. They're getting bought quick, but this is looking like it could be 50% negative for a lot of people. I wouldn't overreact just right now. Don't sell and panic. It should level out a little bit, but people are taking losses right now. So this is a historic moment in NBA Top Shot.
Great. That's excellent. That's great to hear. Cody, anything you want to say? That sucks. That is misery.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the market's getting way too oversaturated with all the product that they're pumping in. So it doesn't surprise me that that's already happening. But hopefully we'll see some values go up. If not, I mean, it is what it is.
That is true. It is what it is. But
I've got my pack in 1,500 users.
Oh boy,
347 users. Do you guys want to shoot the crap for a little bit? Buying Poku cards, yes. If you did buy Poku cards too early, Sean, people that are taking negative value on that because they bought it whenever it was very small supply. Now that there's more supply, the value has gone down on it. So people who bought a little too early, a little bit foolish there. And plus, what's going to make his stock go up? He plays on the Thunder. People aren't paying attention to him right now. He's already had his mega stock. It's going to go down. And then next season, it'll probably go up once we have a little bit more flair. And I think for sure, I don't know about y'all, even if we whiff on the Houston pick and we whiff on ours, which is a very, very small chance, not getting a top 5, I think that, Presti's going to be moving into the top 5 to get a guy. He just has to, for the sake of the fans and just entertainment aspect of not having any fans in the stadium this year. They need something.
I mean, absolutely. I think trying to get up for a guy like Green is really big, but it's that top 4. I think is too good to just leave kind of untapped, no matter who it is in that 4. Cody, who do you like out of that 4 while we wait on Jameson to get his pack here? Like, I guess what I'm saying is, what would you give up to get into like 4 and get maybe a Jalen Green or a Jalen Suggs?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on what the price is to get up there. I mean, it's going to be pretty expensive to get up there. I'm going to say something that's not super popular right now, but I would honestly probably trade Bazley if I had to get up into that.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't see it. He's just an average player right now, and obviously he has a lot of room to grow, but I just don't see him being a star player on this team going forward. So if you have to, attach maybe a couple picks and Bazley to do that, I'm all for that, to take, a potential franchise player. I mean, you got to do everything you can to get that. Obviously, Shea's off the table. Probably Dort's off the table too, just because his contract's so good. But other than that, really don't want to trade Poku, obviously, but
Yeah, Sean's over here talking about trading Bazley as well. Like he has definitely commented that a couple times throughout our run this year, and understandable. I think he's still very valuable. I think he's gotten a bad break this year and last year, even his rookie year with that injury he had right before COVID hit. And then this year his whatever was going on with his shoulder, he hasn't exactly had perfect health. So far. So,
and I gotta say, I love Daigneault just ripping into the team. Him and Poku, I love it. I love him yelling at Poku and Bazley. I like the fiery.
I like that. I know, like, Warriors World was trying to, like, troll us and be like, oh, like, Baisley's a problem. This is disrespectful. But, honestly, I didn't see it that disrespectfully. And Daignault clearly didn't take it that way, or else he would have reacted a lot harsher, wouldn't have brought it up into the huddle,
Exactly.
You don't have a moment of unity after that,
Yeah, and it looked like Shea was laughing pretty hard too. So
yeah, it's just whenever a guy's clapping in your face, like, this isn't. Come on, that's just him getting fired up. People didn't understand. Whatever. Hey, I got my pack. Give me the share screen.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what you got, Jameson.
Right, let's ride. We pulled a Thunder player last time. I'd really enjoy another Thunder. For Sean, I want to pull a Poku just for him.
Sean, he refuses to get off the Poku, like, hatred bandwagon.
Bradley Beal. Woo.
yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Sorry for Bradley Beal. I'm worried about the Wizards because, he pulled his hammy and he's out for probably the rest of the season until the play-on game. Hamstrings, if you come back too early from them, he can really hurt it again, and they're going to rush him. So worried about the Wizards, really are. I wish they were a little bit full strength.
Yeah.
7,000. Cam Reddish. Yeah.
Cam Reddish.
I mean, at least it's good cereal.
Probably a future Thunder Cam Reddish.
For what? What would they give up Cam Reddish?
I don't know. It just seems like a guy Presti would go after.
That's the Luka Doncic trade that they got. Trae Young and Cam Reddish for Luka. So they might be worried to give him up.
Might be worse than the Harden trade.
All right, come on. Poku. Not Poku. Sekou Doumbouya.
Oh, there you go. I believe is this his first moment?
Yes, it is. So that's just A-okay. You get an all-star, you get a decent cereal, and I got a first moment. You will take that. To y'all who have currently negative values on the pack, be patient. Don't panic. And they're going to be releasing challenges for, I think, like 6 different moments. So just wait until your card gets put into that challenge, and then sell high whenever people are buying to try to complete that challenge. So you got to be a little bit patient with it.
Absolutely. It's about waiting it out, get over this first rush, and things are going to work out okay. I think. I just try to talk myself into it partially, but I really do believe the market will stabilize. Let's hope it does. Before we leave, I've been wanting to ask you this, Jameson. So about a week or so ago, Daignault updated the media, said Shea has basically a tear in his plantar fascia. Instead of just like a tweak sort of deal, what does that distinction mean? What does it mean for his timeline? Is it more substantial than we thought? And do you see him being ready in time for the Olympics, or obviously I think you'd be ready for fall training camp, but what are you thinking timeline wise for Shea?
Yeah, it's tough. So plantar fasciitis is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest injury to estimate return to play, because every single person's is different. And so whenever you break down the plantar fasciitis, it's essentially the inflammation of the tissue on the sole of your foot. And if you've ever had it, it. And it's extremely excruciating. But people can play through it if they really want to. It's not like it's a re-injury risk, but it's extremely painful and really hard to play through. So what probably happened, and what the people in the fantasy doctors are saying, is this was probably a tear to begin with. And a lot of times, plantar fasciitis is a general term where if it's just any kind of injury to that plantar fascia at the bottom of your foot, and they were hoping it was going to heal faster, and it didn't heal as fast as they liked it to. So that's why he had that 2-week pushback and recovery checkup. And then whenever they did an MRI after that, they went in and checked the tissues, and the tissues aren't healing as fast. So like I said, everyone's pain level changes very differently to plantar fasciitis. Everyone recovers differently. There have been people that have been out for, like a year with this. We saw TJ Warren, last year in the playoffs have this injury, and it completely took him out. it's hard to really, go unless you have the files to look at what's going on here. But this isn't like some kind of like he had an inflamed tissue and all of a sudden some tear popped up. This was it from the beginning. And a lot of people like to bring up the fact of, can we take every single injury report, for what it's actually worth with the Thunder whenever a bruised shoulder turns into a broken back, essentially. So
you gotta love it. It's like they graduated from the Bob Stoops school of let's not tell the media anything about injuries, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But
for the Olympics, I have no idea. I think he would be good by then. But honestly, like I said, you just cannot estimate one bit with these things. And then Sean mentioned about the Mike Muscala ankle. I don't know how we haven't gotten fined for that. Everyone's talking about the Shea thing, the Darius Baisley thing. Mike Muscala getting labeled for an ankle sprain for the longest time might be the weirdest thing. You never know. Ty Jerome was out from the beginning of the year for the longest time with an ankle sprain. You sure as hell we wanted him on the court. And he just was out with a really long grade 3 one. You never know that if Mike Muscala has, some ankle sprains are called ankle sprains, but are complete tears of your ankle at the same time. A grade 3 sprain of your ankle is a tear of your ankle. So you never know, but my guess is just a coach's choice decision why he's not playing.
It's fake, period. Okay, there you go. Dr. Sean at it again. All right, we've been going on for quite a long time for a Top Shot show. So let's wrap this thing up. Cody, any final thoughts on tonight?
No, yeah, hopefully these cards kind of go up in a little bit of value, in the next couple of days. We'll see. But not too bad packs. I thought they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm already sweating, so let's hope it turns around and we get something good out of it. But thank you all for joining us, hanging out with us as we celebrate Russell Westbrook and open up our packs. But we'll be right back with you tomorrow to close out the season, or take a step towards closing out the season as the Thunder take on the Sacramento Kings. But until then, enjoy your night. Thanks for joining with us, and Thunder up.